hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Exotics Radio. It is Coffee Pants Wednesday. We're waiting for Scott's Animal Adventures to get on with us. He's headed home. He got the last minute message. So I hope you're all doing alright. I hope you're doing all well. You know, it is Wednesday. We've got a lot of to unpack today. Oh my gosh. I got so much to say. Stefan Harab just entered. Hey Stefan, how's it going? I appreciate it. So everybody that is here, Ophi's dad says, my two favorite people, Cracks and Scott. Ophi, you're our top 20. You are our top 20. It's you're right up there. You're one of our favorite people too. So I just want to say thank you everybody for being here. It is a great feeling to be here, and it is an honor to be with each and every one of you. Now, I just want to say, where can you go? Grab a cup of coffee, sit down, relax, and be told I love you. So here it is. I love you guys. You guys are great. I honestly, at the bottom of my heart, love each and every one of you. So there's the start off your day if you're at the beginning of your day. And if you're at the end of your day, well, that's a great way to wrap it up. Get told you're loved. I just had a lot to unbox today, and it was an interesting day, but I'm actually happy I talked things out with some certain people and got some stuff off my chest. So what to unpack? Well, we've got Scott's Animal Adventures after he takes a quick bite to eat. He will be on with us. He will be enjoying the show with the rest of you. Until then. Now we have Happy Ant UK. Go check out Happy Ant's collection. Happy Ant, one of these days I'm going to get you on my show. Just because it's very hard to find people who care for and keep ants. Not a lot of people are very knowledgeable, and the ones you do have think it's okay just to put their animals in jail. Even I know that's not a thing you can do, but hey. So yeah, I'm just I have to get you on the show one of these days. So hit me up on Instagram, and I'll hit you back, and maybe we can meet up and try to get you on the show. Now, don't forget this weekend we have Flo's Funnel and Friends. Oh my gosh. That's a mouthful to say. But we have Flo coming on this coming Friday to have a drink with me Friday. She is going to be here to tell us about how she keeps wild spiders happy. Now, she's made a little home for her little happy spiders, and she actually goes out and feeds them and keeps them in the wild. So she's got some great footage. So go check her out on, of course, Instagram. We have Mark the Spider Guy, Stefan Harp, hello again. We've got Moon over Miami, who's just entered. Yay! Ellie Bug Babies is here with us, one of my favorite ladies. And, of course, we've got Ophi from Ophi's dad, from Ophi's Spider-Verse as well. That's great. Again, it's great to have each and every one of you here. It really, really touches the heart. And so without further ado, why don't we hit up our first song while we wait for Scott to come and join us? Because, again, we have so much to unpack. We've got a short show of 2 hours, and we've got just massive amounts to just unload on you guys. So let's ease into it a little bit with our very first song. back, ladies and gentlemen. That I would love to introduce the songs, but gotta play that game. But we had a great time. Oh my goodness! Oh, such a good time. Now, for you guys wondering what are we going to talk about today, because it is Comfy Pets Wednesday, we're going to talk about your pets. First, I have a question. Food for thought. What was your first pet? How did it go? Did you keep it? Did you have to get rid of it? What was your very first pet? Come either invertebrate, four-legged, fuzzy, non-fuzzy, scaly, skinny, you name it. I want to know what you had for your very, very first pet. Because I got some fun facts for you today. And if you guys stay tuned, towards the end of the show, I've got a contest. I've got my very first Exotics Radio podcast on YouTube's contest going on. And you'll be surprised about what we're going to be giving away. So stay tuned for towards the end of the show and you will find out what you can actually win from the show. I hope you're excited because I am. Now, some people are already starting to say some names. I see Brachypelma homori. Somebody got a Brachypelma. I believe that was the tarantula you had wrongfully ordered, Happy Aunt. But just say, you know what? Who cares? It's a homori. I'm in love with the homoris. I may or may not be a little biased when it comes to my Brachypelmas and the homoris, especially the homoris. I think they're the actual more brighter species than the Amelias. If you ask me, the Amelias are kind of slow on the uptake, if that's what it... hey, Cracks, could I get a link, please? Yes, Scott's Animal Adventures will be joining us. Of course. Now, if you guys notice, I really don't have mods. I have one. I think it's Ellie. Ellie, I believe, is one mod. And I tried to add other people, but unfortunately me and technology didn't get along, so eventually I will be adding more people for more mods, so you guys can start starting the show a little bit more. I know it can get a little frustrating. Now, honestly, please remember that the lives will no longer be uploaded at the end of this month. It will always be straight up. You have to be here for the lives to catch it. If you want to hear the show, you have to be here. Just like you would for the radios, the radio shows. If you go and listen to the radio, there was no recorded video that you can go back and play back the radio show. So, kind of think of it like that. Scott's Animal Adventure says, apologies in advance as I have an ear infection and it may be affecting the jaw, etc. Dude, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're not doped up on some medication, because if you are, I'm booting you. I'm joking. Of course, I would treat Scott with the utmost respect, because he does. He brings a lot of life to the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, when he comes on, give him a big hand. Let him know that you love him. Share some of that wonderful feeling. Hello, Scott. How's it going?
Hi. Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, hold on. I think you're going to be reverbing. Maybe nope, that's not it. How about now? Can you speak now?
How am I now?
No, okay, never mind. I believe it's okay. No, I think we're good. The double sound. Yeah, see, there is a double sound, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, try now.
Hello.
Now is there a double sound? Because I want to make sure. Huh?
I can't hear myself.
There you go. I think we figured it out.
According to Tony and Rapping.
Scott is rapping. No, it's when I play music, I have to press a certain button, and I think I forgot to turn that off last time, actually, to be honest. So I hope people's ears weren't completely demolished. Sounds good. Moon over Miami says it sounds good. All right. Oh, so you've got an ear infection. How's that going for you?
Yeah, it's not very fun.
Oh, I imagine so. I imagine you're dying.
Yeah, I've got actual pill antibiotics, clarithromycin. So they're huge. They're like old school supplement pills.
They're what we used to call horse pills back in the day.
Yeah, that's exactly it. and yeah, the whole of my right side of my face and that is in pain, but also sort of numb. It's really not fun. I
Oh, I
get quite
imagine.
bad ear infections, but I only found out like last year when I got one.
Ugh, that just sounds rough. So, I told you to do a little research before we came on Wednesday.
Yes, you did.
You were blown away.
I was shocked. I
You
couldn't
were
believe it.
absolutely. So, do you want to ask the audience what I asked you to look up?
Yes. So, audience, what is the most expensive bird you can buy in the world? The entire world, all birds, which one's the most expensive? And we wait.
Gotta wait for the. Gotta wait for that response.
Type faster. Oh, Tony says a wife.
Well, no, close, but no, no cigar there. It's not a wife. But yeah, that was pretty amazing. The Millennium Falcon. No, sorry, that's have no clue. An ostrich, actually, no. I will give it
A
a
large
hint.
bird, but it's not very
I will give
expensive.
you a hint, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you a hint. The bird we're talking about is so expensive. I'm trying to think. I think it would be worth more than an actual jet plane. To be honest, let me check how much a jet
Well,
plane actually
to put it
cost.
into perspective, it's about the same as a LaFerrari or a Bugatti Veyron. That's how much we're talking, guys.
Okay, not as much as a jet
Oh,
plane.
Opie's got it. Opie's got it.
Yeah, Ophi. I bet you there was some Google in there, but you never know. They may actually know. But yes,
Maybe they're
racing
racing.
pigeons. A racing pigeon went for in I think it was 2019. Might be 2020. No, it was 2020. But a racing pigeon went for $1.9 million, and it is now retired, ladies and gentlemen. So it makes it one of the most expensive pets in the world as well, because they want to
I'm
keep
gonna
him for
start
breeding.
training the ones in the town centre.
For a bird, yes, a pigeon at that, Stefan.
Definitely, we need to go down to the town and start training these pigeons.
Well, here's the kicker. Racing pigeons actually cost about $900,000 to $1 million per sale. That's on average. So 1.9 million is not that much considering. Well, I mean it is. You're thinking about a whole 100. Another million.
There's a whole million on top.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. I was gonna say no, not more than a plane. No, I had to recount for that. But yeah, yeah, a racing pigeon went for 1.9 million. Do you know the second most expensive animal, or the most expensive animal after that? Did anybody want to actually jump in on that? It unfortunately met a very bad demise, but I mean, it was due to disease. So unfortunately, it wasn't because of poor care, because I can guarantee if somebody bought it for as much as they did, they gave him the best care in the world. My granddad used to have racing pigeons. Stefan, why do you not have racing pigeons anymore? Because now you could be buying us all what do you call it, Tesla. One for everybody. Sell a bird. Everybody gets Tesla.
Be like an episode of Oprah.
So somebody goes a T-Rex or a blue whale. No, actually, this one was alive until I think about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But let me see. I could be wrong, but let me make sure let me make sure the Guinness's world record. Guinness's World Record.
This is when it turns out to be a slug.
I'm actually thinking. What are they saying in the chat? You're welcome. You're welcome was good night. Okay, so we've got There Was Before I Was Born, Ellie, you're having last night. You can only go for what is published, yeah. I thought he sold for more than that. Okay.
To answer your question, Stefan, he is absolutely stunning. Absolutely love it. I'm sure you know cracks, but I got a Horrid King Assassin bug, the Cytala Horrida of Stefan, and it's just a nymph, but I read it for the first time today, and honestly, my heart was still pumping like 10 minutes after the feeding because it was just so incredible.
Yep. Okay.
So, yeah,
But
very, very
for
happy.
about your so this is about your assassin bug. That
Yeah,
you sent me pictures. What was it? 4 o'clock in the morning, I think. 5 o'clock, something like that. I got pictures of this little cold-blooded monster. It says hello, hello, cold-blooded. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. But to get back to the subject, your assassin bug that I got pictures of so randomly.
yeah, I didn't realize it
You
was
were
that
so
late. I'm
happy.
sorry.
You were so happy. I was happy for you. And then, but anyways, do you know what the most expensive animal? Not the most expensive animal, because actually there's one more expensive than this. But the most expensive, quote unquote. I'll give you a hint. It's a horse. The most expensive horse.
Interesting. This is when it's like 300k and it's just
Oh,
racing
you're.
pigeons.
No, this is
Wow.
not. Oh, no,
How
this
how do
is.
you even pronounce that?
How do I what?
I've just googled it. I'm not going to give it away.
Oh, okay. It's quite a pretty penny, isn't it? Now you are
Quite
talking about a
impressive
size.
number.
Now you are talking about the size, a private jet price.
Yeah. Mind you, only for one trip to America, no doubt.
But it's not the Shire horse now. What is that buzz in the background?
I do
Because
apologise.
it's very loud in the ear.
Oh, where are we? I muted my normal phone, but then forgot to mute the phone that I'm talking through. So I do
So is
apologise.
it? That's fine. So has anybody figured out what the most expensive horse? Yeah, Happy Ant. I'll guess the. Nope. Nope. You missed it. You missed it. It's not 790,000. I'm sorry. No, you're close on the number itself, but you're wrong on the thousands per. You're wrong on the zeros. You need to add a few more.
Yeah.
So since we're hit that like button. Oh, thank you, Cold Blooded. I really appreciate it. No, this is one person I want to get on because they have the alligator. Was it an alligator, caiman, or a crocodile? I can't remember. I think it's an alligator. They have this cute little bundle of joy that I really, really fell in love with. And forgive me, but I really don't know if it's an alligator or a caiman. I know it's not a crocodile because of the snout's the shape of it's a bit different. But it's absolutely cute as a button. It's got cute little beady eyes. Who could say no to that? I would never be able to say no to the face. They look like they smile all the time. I'm wondering if cold-blooded got them because they actually do. They smile all the time. It's just a really cute little baby. But so anybody has anybody figured out about the most expensive animal that's been recently sold? I don't think so. But it's a $70 million racehorse.
Who we are
Uh,
considered.
because he won it's the Kentucky Derby plus a couple of others. I think it's a Triple Crown or something like that, which is a very rare horse, all in all. But I believe the owners already made their money back because of artificial insemination. I think they've already made their money back on it, which is amazing. We are totally in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Toby's Exotics. Toby, hey, how's it going? I see Toby and Tony. See, Tony's Tarantulas, and then there's Toby Exotics. Okay, when there's booze mixed up, I'm going to tell you something funny. I got their names totally mixed up. No
That's
laugh,
always
no
fun.
joke. What?
That's always fun.
Well, I was talking to Toby, going, "Oh, thanks for being there tonight." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "To hang out with us." He goes, "That wasn't me." I was like, Toby and Tony should not exist in the same planet, especially when you have dyslexia. Totally
It
missed
could be
that
us.
one.
It could be me and other stuff.
At least he had a good laugh at my expense, and I'm pretty sure Tony's now gonna have a good laugh at my expense as well. Everybody can have a good laugh at my expense. So, are you ready for another song?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta let Scott back on. Oh, there we go. Gotta let you on without the reverb.
Hello.
Cold-blooded monster says I'm back. Just put Snapper up. Oh, that's a cute. That's probably the cutest little baby I've ever seen. Okay, I'm done gushing. I really do. I fell in love with him. Now you know what to get me for Christmas.
I'm just going to book it up.
Here, I went all the way to Africa. Here you go. It's just a crocodile. Don't worry about it. It'll grow. It's So, oh, I'm bad at jokes tonight. I'm horribly bad. So let's get on with the regular program. So I have lots and lots to unpack. First of all, I've been battling with weight. I have a great diet and then I get off of it and then keep the weight off for a little while and then it comes right back. Do the rubber band, as my doctor so lovingly called it. And last time I had to do something extreme because I was having some serious issues with my body and went in for another checkup. And now once again, I'm having issues. Serious issues again. This one's way worse than last time. So I'm going to make a little tiny contest out of it. But first of all, I need somebody who will. I want to see, not need. I want to see how many people who want to get healthier, physically. I promote. I promote healthy mentality and I promote healthy living. I've always done that, except for some of my drinking. It's not exactly the healthiest, but it's not the worst. Most people ask me. Some people ask me if I'm alcoholic. No, I drink. I drink when I want to, and that's about as far as it goes. I collect liquor. As you've seen the pictures, I collect lots of liquor. When I was traveling with my work, I collect 2 bottles. One bottle to put on the shelf to collect dust, and the other one, to drink, to try, because I wanted to try it. And it would usually take me, a month or 2 to finish a bottle. So it was nothing like that. Now, here's the thing. What I wanted to do was I wanted to lose weight, get a little healthier, and feel a little better. My doctor says there is no wanting to, you're going to need to, which is not very nice to hear. So now I'm back on what we call the potato diet. Starting Monday, I'm getting weighed in. So the contest will start on Monday. And here's the premise. Those who want to join with me can actually, if you want to lose more weight than me, the first place winner will get a tarantula. And this is for the UK people. And it will be a surname. It's an N surname. Don't ask me how to pronounce the first name. I have never been able to. Maybe there are some people in the chat that maybe can actually pronounce the name. Let me get it out there because I apologize. I really cannot pronounce this name. I've tried several times actually. Let's see. There we are. There we go. Ta-da! I have some to lose if you want it. I don't want it. I want you to actually lose with me. No bloating, no headaches, etc. Looking forward to heading back to the gym on April 12th. Yeah, see, Tony Webb saw on it. So come Monday, for those who want to do it, what it is we will, once a week, we'll weigh ourselves. And we'll post it. We're going to make it public. That's the scary part for me. Because I've shot up so much that in weight, it's bad. Let me tell you how bad it is. 2 years ago, or almost 3 years ago, I weighed 65 kilo. And now I'm a bit over 100 now. You'll know the exact when it comes on Monday when I post it. But it's a potato diet that I'm going on. The reason why we picked potatoes for the mono diet, because it's a mono diet. But hands down, let's just get that out of the way. It's a mono diet. The reason why is because then we can zero out my blood sugar and figure out how far my diabetes has gone. Because I've really did a number to myself. So the weight loss part, that's where you guys come in. So I wanted people to actually come join. And like I said, the one that loses more weight than me, and now mind you, you can do it. You may be lighter, but you can still do it. Now, I want you to understand I am under medical supervision. And I will be seeing a doctor weekly on this. So it's not like it's not like I'm going to be doing this, losing a bunch of weight and still maintaining my medication, because I am on some medication. When you lose the weight as much, because when I first did it, I lost in 3 months I lost almost 17 kilo. That's how fast you lose it on a mono diet. It's pretty scary when you're on medication. And I was off medication for a good 4.5, almost 5 months. And then I gained it all back in the last 6 months, and then I gained more on top of that. Not a good place. And that it doesn't make me feel very comfortable. And then when I get down to 70 kilo, I'm going to get a tattoo. It's a 3/4 tattoo. Cold-Blooded Monster says, dang, sorry, all gyms are not open yet. Oh, that sucks. I am so sorry, Cold-Blooded. That really sucks. But then you could take walks with me. Because what I was planning on doing is actually starting to go for walks and then putting on Instagram and showing you guys around where I live. That would be fun. And then if somebody else goes for a walk, maybe they can show where they live. And, through getting healthier, maybe we can get together a little bit more, even though we live so far apart. So that was just my thing. And then we were going to do it for a full month, and whoever lost the most weight, if they've lost, for one, they have to lose more weight than me, and then they have to be the one that has to lose more weight than everybody else. So the one that lost the most weight gets a free tarantula. And of course that's UK only. But for those living in the States, you guys are not without. I know you asked me for your address, Scott, so we can actually start making, I totally forgot about it until I saw it today, so we can start making stickers.
Yeah, I'd obviously like to send you some of mine, but also I can get some sorted and work out how we could post it over to you. So you can have some, I can have some, and then we can sort of distribute from there.
Yeah, see, there you go. Because I was hoping we could work on a collaboration and get something going, and then we can get stickers to people, especially out in the U.S. Especially since I can't send any tarantulas to the U.S. and I'm broke right now. So that brings me to the next part of what I was trying to explain to everybody. The channel needs to start supporting itself, because I can't afford. Come at the beginning of May, I won't be able to support it. And so I'm gonna, if you guys like the show, I'm going, once we hit 100 people, I'm going to set up a is it a GoFundMe? And one of them, so it doesn't support a podcast, the other one's okay supporting podcasts, and it's either one of them's a Kickstarter or the other one's or it's GoFundMe. I think it's GoFundMe that supports. But then we'll get a GoFundMe started. And because I was going to do Patreon, but Patreon doesn't want to do one-time donations. What they want to do is they want a continuous amount going on, and which is fine, but I don't have anything for that yet. I don't have a setup for that. I don't have, and I'm not going to ask people to subscribe monthly, especially with right now with COVID. Money's tight. If money's tight for me, then I know money's tight for somebody else. So I'm not going to sit there and be like, hey, you have to be here. Bailey with Bug Blog finally joined us. Hello, Bailey. So the bottom line, I'm trying to do this on a budget and trying to get some external help before the beginning of May, because come May, I again, there's a lot of things supporting this, and come May, I'm not going to be able to do that much anymore. Unless some miracle happens and then, like, I win the lottery or something. Then if I win the lottery, I'm taking the show on the road. But I did get some go-to from family and some support from the family. So come May, if they have not shut down the expo in Stockholm, I'm going to hopefully try to take Exotics Radio to the expo and be there live for the whole thing. And then of course, for you guys. You know, you guys can join in on the music and the good show and get to meet people from Stockholm, and other places. We have people come up from Germany and Denmark and other places. Again, I think it wasn't last year. It was 2 or 3 years ago. We had a guy from Austria, so it was really fun. No, but I'm still supporting this movement. Oh, cold-blooded, you're awesome. Ellie Bugbaby said that's why I said I can't join in and could be the biggest loser slash gainer maybe. That's still fine. But yes, come Monday, I'm going to weigh in. I'm going to put my weight out there for the world. And then I'm going on the potato diet where I actually have to show off. Now, there are a couple programs, a couple apps that I'm looking into so people could actually keep track of basically where I'm going, plus the lives on Instagram. So yeah, it helped me get out. Now, Toby's Exotic says, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to get going. Spend some time with the family. Go spend time with your family. They're more important. I'll speak to you all soon. Take care, Toby. Thank you for being here, and it was great having you. So that
Yeah,
was
bye.
that was one of the few things that I had to unpack. I'm sorry. So now my question for you, Scott. What was your first pet?
My first pet. That's really difficult because I've literally had pets all my life. I think the earliest pets I can remember were zebra finches, and they were great. I used to love just watching them in the bird cage, but that was when I was like 1.5, 2 years old. And then after that, it was mainly like dogs, canaries, stuff like that. My first exotic pet was my first ever Carolina corn snake, and that was a absolutely lovely snake. Lived up to the age of 13, but unfortunately got egg bound, and I didn't really know how to deal with it. I didn't know the signs, and unfortunately she passed away. But I still have George, my other corn snake, that I got a year after her, and he's coming up to um 13, 13 or 14 this year. So he's doing really well.
Wow. Well, I'm really sorry to hear about your snake. You know, because you've told me that once before, and I'm really sorry about hearing about your snake. But at least you learned,
Unfortunately,
and now you have now you're better off. No, how do I say this without sounding cruel? But it's better that you know now than it.
yeah,
I mean, it would have been really nice if you know then, but again, it's experience thing.
yeah.
I just totally flopped that, didn't I?
No, no, you're all right. I
Now
think
Bailey Bugblog says, I don't wait, hold on. Toby says, oh, Stefan goes, I use Strava for bike riding. As Happy Ant says, Strava is a good app for tracking your route, which is really nice. Stefan Harup says, I go on a bike ride once or twice a week. That's nice. Now, my question to you, Scott, are you into tattoos?
I like them, but I'm not brave enough to get one myself. Purely and simply because I'm quite large and I wouldn't want to lose weight, have any kind of loose skin, not be able to really live with the loose skin, have reconstructive surgery, and then ruin my tattoo. So
Oh,
I
that would
kind of
suck.
only really want to get a tattoo when I've got a body I'm comfortable with. So it might never happen. It might happen, but I've got 3 tattoos sitting there that I really want when the time's right.
Okay, so some people are asking you, what's that got to do with the show? What does tattoos, losing weight, and exotic animals have to do, or pets have to do with the show? It has everything to do with the show. I have tattoos. I'm trying to lose weight, and I have
Okay, you
exotic
do.
pets. No,
I can
no,
use it very well. A lot of people have overweight exotic pets. So learning about diets is very important because we need to make sure our exotic pets are in peak condition.
No,
So if we learn about how to diet ourselves, we can put it onto our pets.
no. What I wanted to do is I wanted to gear Comfy Pants Wednesdays not just to exotic pets, but to pets in general. That's one of the reasons why I asked you to look up the most expensive bird in the world,
Yeah.
which led me down a rabbit hole of the most expensive animals in the world in general. I'm like, oh my god. Now, with that, I wanted to ask the people. I wanted to ask the audience. I want to ask you guys, what was your first pet? Uh, did you keep them for until they passed away? Did something happen? You had to get rid of them, or did you find out you had allergies, couldn't keep them? What was it like having your very first pet? Now, I'm not talking about when you're like 3 years old and you can't remember. I'm actually talking about when it's your pet, when it's your cat. For me, honestly, it was Mr. Whiskers. Mr. Whiskers was my very first cat. I remember him. I was about 9 years old, and finally, it was a kitten that needed a home, and my mom goes, "Okay, well, if you want him, you can have him, but you're gonna have to raise him. You're gonna be responsible for taking care of him." And of course, she helped me. And being raised on a farm, we all knew animals ate first, animals drank first. So it wasn't really big an issue. And since he was a barn cat on top of that, so basically what my mom did, we had a tack room. If you guys don't know what tack is, that's basically the equipment for horses and cow, big farm animals. We had a tack room that was no longer in use. So what I asked was if I could clean it out and actually turn it into a small room for him. And mom said that's a great novelty idea, but it's not going to be practical. And so she showed me why. We actually let Mr. Whiskers in the house, which was a strange thing. We normally didn't allow farm pets to be inside the house. They had a job to do, and that job was to take care of wherever they were stationed at, pretty much, which was for the cats. It was outside, the wood piles, the barn. And it wasn't a cold barn either. It was actually a warm barn. And I found out why. So when you lay down hay, or not hay, but when you lay down straw, things also want to come and live in that straw. Can you imagine what I found? Scott?
Pardon?
You weren't even listening.
No, I was listening so much that I didn't. All I heard was my name, and then it completely went blank because I was so intent on listening to you.
So,
Sorry.
so what do you think I found inside that tack room?
Mice.
No,
Or
that would have
rats.
been that would have been a kitty's heaven. No.
Spiders.
Nope.
Mind you,
It's a barn.
that's my
You would
fear.
always
You
find
like
spiders.
spiders. That's like my worst nightmare. But you're like, oh, lovely. I wouldn't really know.
A family of raccoon. The raccoons would have killed the cat.
Oh, is this when you were in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like, what on earth could be in Sweden? Is it a weevil?
No. This is way back in the day when I was in
Okay.
Canada. Yeah, no, it was 100% a family had moved in because I made it nice and cozy for my kitty.
I love
And
raccoons.
I don't.
I call them trash pandas.
I love raccoons at a distance and not on the farm. On the farm, they found free food. You're almost not going to be able to get rid of them, and they pose because of the diseases that they carry. They pose a danger to your own animals. Not to mention, if you have kittens, say you have a farm cat that has kittens, they're eating those kittens. Puppies, same thing. It was absolutely abysmal to see raccoons around your farm. It was not something. Now, mind you, I'm talking from a farmer's perspective. Most people go, "Oh, how can you be so cruel? How can you be so mean?" And I'm like, those animals cost money. They
Yeah.
cost a lot of money. So, are you okay with saving a seagull's life when they shit on your car? Excuse the language. In an expensive car? I don't think so. I think you're gonna be willing to annihilate them. So
Mm.
yeah, no, it's very harsh. Having raccoons around farm animals was very harsh. But that was my very first pet, and of course, I thank my mom for being patient at letting me keep my kitty in the house. That cat became an indoor-outdoor cat. It was probably one of the very few farm animals that could come in and out. Cress, where I'm telling mom, yes, yes, I know. If my mom was here, I'd be getting a slap at the back of the head really hard because I'm not talking to friends. In her eyes, it would you guys are the audience, and you haven't visited her house, you haven't ate her food, and you haven't slept over there, so it's not really a friend. So I need to be very respectful to you guys. So I apologize, but my mom was just a stickler. You were a friend. Friends were family, and everybody was just everybody else. And so all friends had to come over. You had to come over. You had to sleep at the house. You had to eat the food. And then if you did it twice, my mom would make sure you knew where all the cups were and plates were and everything else so you could just feed yourself. I can't tell you how many times I bring home a friend or something. We'd go to study and we would just naturally raid the fridge. I actually went during hockey one time when I played hockey. I had a friend of mine just come over, just open the refrigerator, just come over to open the refrigerator to steal the rest of my. We had these little juice boxes that I really liked, and they were really good because you could take them and you can just basically go anywhere with them. So I'd always bring a couple with me to practice, and they just literally came over to raid that was their thing, and then they just left. It wasn't like, hey, let me hang out or anything like that. They just came over, and my mom did nothing to stop it.
It was
She
like,
said, all
oh,
right,
fun
sweetie.
let's just go around Crack's house and make some juice.
Yeah, that was it. Now, mind you, this is when I was in high school, so all right, not really okay. I don't. I know there's some American friends, so when I say high school, I'm thinking seventh, eighth grade. I'm not sure if that's the same in the UK.
We don't have grades in the UK, so I wouldn't know what that corresponds to.
Okay, but basically that. And so yeah, they just came over to my house and nicked some to take some juice and some food. I think they took some snacks. And my mom did nothing to stop this. She just watched it happen. Told them she loved them. Hope they have a great time, and if they ever need her, let her know. And that was it. They just left. And I'm like, Mom. She goes, what? Just totally, like, okay, they're family. You can come over, raid my refrigerator, I don't care, kind of thing. And the next thing she did, she started buying double so she could support the kids that come over and just steal food. Anybody else have a mom like that just thought that she needed to feed the whole neighborhood? Scott, you there?
My mum's not very hungry, but my friend Lewis, it was always the case of just pop round and be part of the family. Just pop over, get a can of Coke from the garage, and then go and watch TV with them like you're just living there.
Yeah, no, it's just like I told my mom off. Wait, what? I see Bailey. We're talking about moms. I see a couple of comments. I look down and I see Bailey say, Bailey's bug blog says, I told my mom off. I'm like, dude, if I ever told my mom off. Now, here's the problem with having a mom who is Jewish. Anybody who has a Jewish mom would understand where I'm coming from. They are the creme de la creme of capital punishment. They know how to make they don't say your last. They only say your first name and your last name. They never say your full name because I've seen that happen with a couple of other people. My friend will get in trouble and his mom would be like, "Hey," and da 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 da, and they'll insert middle name. Not my mom, and not just about it. Just about any Jewish mom with that. It was your first and your last name. As soon as your last name got told, you knew you were in trouble. And the thing is, what she would do, she was evil. love her to death, but she was straight up evil. You'd get in trouble, and she would actually make you pick your own corporal punishment. So you knew it was coming. And then she had this thing about, now this is before we moved to Sweden. She would tell you to clean your room, and just once. That was it. Just one time. If you didn't do it, you had all week plus the weekend. But come Monday, if your room was not clean and you went to school, you would come home and all your stuff would be out. All the stuff, including furniture. We'd be out in the front yard.
Stuff that.
Yep. Of course, mind you, she did this on when the weather was good. She didn't do this on crappy weather because she wasn't going to ruin her furniture. But you still saw this huge ass sign that said somebody forgot to clean the room. So imagine your friends coming home, because you guys live on kind of the same route, and they see this sign that says to everybody what you decided not to do. Her motto was, if you wanted to live with the pig, if you wanted to live like a pig, live with the pigs. Yeah, we cleaned her room. But the thing is, she wouldn't get mad. She wouldn't yell. She wouldn't do anything. She's just like, all right. Okay. Mark the spider guy says. Mark the spider mom. Spider mom. Mark the spider guy says, I wish I had my mom still. Aw, Mark, I'm so sorry. You can have my mom. I share her, I promise. I'm sorry to hear that you don't have her anymore. But at least she's in heaven. She's watching over you. Bailey's Bug Box says she does much for she does too much for everyone. Ah, okay, so that's why. See, Bailey, I feel you. I feel you. Your mom and my mom are exactly the same way. They feel like they need to feed the neighborhood, take the neighborhood in, do the neighborhood's laundry. I had people coming over just to do their wash. Now, mind you, this is when I, again, was playing hockey. So when we were playing, we literally, that was it. That was a way to go in life. It was like, wait, what? Really? That was a pain in the butt. People will take the Mickey. I don't know what a Mickey is. That's slang that I'm not too familiar with. Ellie's Bug Baby says, my family always had the door and food ready for anyone. Yep, Ellie, that's kind of where I was coming from when, farmer's life. That was the bottom line, was farmer life right there. But the thing is, you could walk into anybody else's house as well, especially if you were friends with, and just take their food out of the refrigerator and go home. Did that myself a couple times. And Bailey Bug says, lost my dad years ago. Wow. I'm sorry. I started talking about moms and dads, and then people start getting sad. I'm sorry. I don't. It's for the best, but still got my pops. All right.
I mentioned to you the other day about something that Stefan said to me.
Yes.
Where we were talking about fear being taught, not inherent.
Yes.
And I think that would be a really incredible thing to sort of link back to the animals.
Absolutely.
So I don't know what the guys in the chat, I don't know what your opinions are on that. I know for a fact that I fully agree with that. I think that's a really good statement. And another one is with understanding comes appreciation, and with appreciation comes love. So you learn to understand something like a tarantula. You then appreciate it for what it is and what it does and what it possesses as an animal. And then over time, you gradually start to love the tarantulas for what you first found absolutely terrifying. It's all about getting the knowledge and the understanding to then change your perspective on how you look at something you're scared of.
Absolutely. Mark says, "Wow, I opened the can of nails, can of worms here. Mark says they've lost their brother and their mother both to cancer. That's horrible. That's actually rough. Sorry to hear, Mark. But if you ever want to talk about it, we're here. But yeah, to go back to what you were saying, yes, absolutely, I 100% agree with you. And that's one of the reasons why we can say we can fight fear with all knowledge. Because again, as you say, is once you know something, you're familiar with it, you appreciate it and you begin to love it. Yeah. So, how about we go into a happy topic?
Yeah.
I want to put some smiles back into people's faces. Let's put a smile back on Mark's face. Hey Mark, I got a video for you to look up. Now I'm not sure if you like cats or not, but there's this poor monk. He was getting attacked by 5 or 6 kittens. The attack was so vicious, but he still maintained his prayers. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I could put a link in let me see if I can put a link in the chat real quick. Let's see. I gotta bring it up. There we go. Doop, boop, boop, doop, doop, boop, boop, doop. Here we go. Boop.
The first person to send Scott's Animal Adventures is the best in the chat in the UK will be able to get 10 dairy cows and 10 giant orange isopods absolutely free on my behalf with 2 stickers.
Wait, did you just say if the first person that could say that Scott's Animal Adventures is the best in the whole wide world would get?
Stefan.
Did I win?
In the chat cracks.
Ah, gosh, dang it! I didn't win.
I can't share with you unless I brown box you, but it's just not right. We can't do that.
Oh, I tried though. I tried.
Oh, Stefan's forfeited. Let's see who else wants one. So if you're in the UK and you want 10 dairy cow isopods and 10 giant orange isopods, to celebrate a really good day, I will give that away free of charge, including next day postage. If you go, Scott's Animal Adventures is the best in the chat. Ellie's Bug Babies have won. So Ellie, if you send me your address, I will get that on for you.
Holy crap!
Yes, you do, Stefan. You do have my stickers indeed.
I tried so hard. I went isopods.
No matter how much I try and make my sticker look the best, Stefan's little girl always picks someone else, so I'm always crying.
Oh, that's
Thank you, Rick.
that's bad. Oh, so yes, Ellie, congratulations. Ellie, definitely, that was definitely well played. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I know I have it around here somewhere. No, I have it around here somewhere.
Where is Spider-Man tonight? She's not in the chat. Someone go see if Spider-Man's okay. We will wait. We miss her.
Yeah. Okay, I tried. Bailey's Bug Blog says, got yours, Peter, stickers today at Mark the Spider Guy. Cheers. Yes, Spider Mom is actually super amazing. Would love to have her on, but she's not on right now. And I did share the show, so I don't know why she's not here. Why is she not here? I did get my phone did buzz, so let's check to see who it is. Nope. Let's see. Mark the Spider Guy says, you're welcome, Andrew, anytime. Alright, you know what? How about we, you know what? How about this? I play another song, and go get another drink, And no, it's not alcoholic beverage for all you dirty-minded people. That's Friday. So, under this new strict diet, I was told not to drink. I will be having a drink on have a drink with me Friday, as well as eating normal food on Saturday and Sunday. But the deal is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I have to take supplements because when you eat only potato, you
Surely
kind of need
vodka's
other.
included in that.
Huh?
Surely vodka's included in that. I'm
No,
sure Absolute is potato.
no, vodka is not included in with the potatoes. Sorry,
Oh,
no booze tonight.
I
Yeah,
could
no,
do the vodka
no
with
booze
mine.
tonight either. Ellie's bug baby says she has messaged her. Yay!
Instead of losing weight, I've
Uh,
just been getting wrong. That's where I've been going wrong.
so question: Are you gonna go? Are you gonna join me on this diet?
I'm already on a diet, so I'm game. I'm
All
all up for that.
right. Oh, all right. Hey, all right. So again, now you are part of the group here. Should we combine our weight and say the person has to lose more? That would
I'm
just be absolutely horrible.
170, not
That would be mean.
170, 160 kilos, I believe.
Wait, what?
I am 160 kilos, I believe.
I'm glad you repeated yourself because I heard something totally different, and I'm like, I know he did not just say that.
What did you hear?
It's like, what was it, 168, and I'm like, wait, what? You're not 170 kilo? What the hell?
I wasn't
Sorry.
mean to him.
Yeah, but 160 is so much better than 170. Sorry, it's just
Yeah.
so much better. Northern Exotics is like, yo, I'm driving, so I'm just driving and listening tonight. That's great, Northern Exotics. I appreciate you being here. Now, Northern Exotics and Origin just came in, so we will repeat just about everything we said after we get back after this song. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another song for you. And of course, I have to change my pages. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's so good to have people here. We have Orajit all the way from India. We have Spider Mom all the way from the US. We've got Bailey's Bug Blog all the way from the UK. Mark the Spider Guy even from the UK. So many people from the UK. Gotta give my love around the world. That's one great thing about this show is that's what we do. We even have Beth Randall. Beth Randall has stepped into the chat.
Beth in the house.
Yay! Now, again, I like to say one of the few things about this channel that makes it stand out is where in the world will you be able to go, sit down, grab a cup of coffee, start your day or end your day, and hear the words, you know what, I love you, and honestly mean it. And that's what I do for you guys. I really, really love each and every one of you guys. So I hope you know that. So you know my Instagram is open, so if you guys want to chat, having a bad day, feeling down, or if you just want to say, hey, what's up, I'm bored, or whatever, you know my Instagram is always open. Feel free to type those words in and say, hey, how's it going? And will definitely get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, for those who have missed it, we announced a contest. So here's the deal. I have health issues. I went and got some professional help. And I'm under medical supervision, but I'm on an extreme diet. So I thought, hey, why not get everybody else involved? Let's promote some good health all the way around. We always promote good mental health, but let's promote also good physical health. And how do we do that? Well, get people involved in dieting and exercise. So, I got cheered out by my doctor. You know, Scott, I'm just gonna say, do you know when you walk into a good doctor's office or not? I can't speak.
No, because I've only ever walked into my doctor's office, and between us in the chat, I don't really think much of my doctor's office. It's mainly administration that's lacking.
Oh.
The admin
Okay.
team really isn't. But the doctors are nice.
That's good. Well, at least the doctors got your back. The admins, maybe not so much, but at least the doctors have your back. But you know when you walk into a good doctor... okay, let me rephrase that. You know when you have a good doctor when... Let me break it down. When she looks at your your weight loss in the prior pass and then your slow weight gain, which came back, by the way. And she goes, well, you managed to keep it off. That's a good point. But I can see several points that are not so good. Let's have a chat. And it's like, okay. She wasn't rude. She did it in good humor. Let's just put it, I want to say that right now. But she was very real with a lot of the issues. And now I've had these issues in the past, but now they've gotten way worse because I did some really bad stuff by not paying attention while I was eating, getting off the diet, and staying off the diet when it was just supposed to be a little bit of a break because I had dropped too much weight too fast. And there you have it. It's all my fault. I'll take full 100% responsibility for my issues, my health issues. But now here I am. So here's the thing. We're dieting, and I'm going to Monday morning go in for an official weigh-in. I'm going to show the world that weigh-in. Bailey's Bug Blog goes cholesterol. Kind of. Mine is more diabetic / blood pressure. Now I've gotten gout because of my blood sugar. So cholesterol is really not a factor, knock on wood. It's really not. The issues are more like I said, it's the diabetes that really, really wreaked havoc with me. And it was getting under control. That was the thing. It was almost 100% under control using food. And now it's not. And I've actually gotten some quite a bit of backlash for it. And then add the blood pressure. And so I used to have really low blood pressure. Now I have really high blood pressure. And my body can't cope with the instant weight gain on top of that. Because as I said, I think it was about 3 years ago, I weighed 65, 70 kilo. I'll show you pictures later, Scott, so you can see the huge difference. But
Yeah.
please take care of yourself, guys. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm doing. So what you guys are gonna do is what I'm gonna do is bring in everybody. So if everybody wants to join in on this contest, it starts Monday. It starts Monday morning. So anybody on that's on Instagram, I'm gonna put the weight on Instagram. I'm also gonna start doing morning lives. So when I take my morning walks, you guys know that I'm not just sitting at home and doing nothing, claiming that I'm doing something. You guys actually get to see my city. You guys get to go exploring with me. You guys get to come along. But here's where you guys come in. If you guys want to join in on the weight loss, if you could lose more weight than I do in 1 month, mind you, just a month, then you guys get a free tarantula if you're in the UK or European area. You don't have to live in the UK. I can ship to any EU country or the UK. It is a free tarantula for the one that loses the most weight. Now, mind you, for those that are living in the States, again, you guys will be compensated with some stickers and a package of some sort from Bluebonnet Tarantulas, but it will not be an actual tarantula. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to put in there other than a tarantula.
A
So
scorpion.
no, I'm not putting in scorpions. No live animals. Does it count if it? Does it count if I don't put the weight on? No, Stephanie, gotta lose it. So for everybody who wants to lose weight and get in shape, can actually walk the walk with us. So we have Scott, who's actually going to join us on the dieting. Now, mind you, I'm still going to drink. I was told not to drink, but I'm still going to drink on Fridays and Fridays only. Will I drink in excess? I'm sorry, I can't, against doctor's orders. Mainly because of the medication that they put me on. It wreaks havoc with the medication. Bailey Bugwalk says, I've been eating crisp. That's been keeping the weight same. I've been eating everything. So the weight came back. It said hi. Spider Mom says I'm out. I'll do
not too long
that
ago,
on my own.
you were eating
On
so
my
many
own
different
account.
things that you almost ate peanuts, didn't you?
Bailey's blood block says, to be honest, overdid the health kick thing can go the other way. I was exhausted and run down, and all the good changes just stalled. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Last time I did this diet, like I said, I lost, to be on it, let's see, it was it's almost 13 kilo, but basically 12 kilo. It was just a ridiculous amount of time and weight loss.
Dog?
Huh?
Is that like a medium-sized dog?
Yeah, something like that.
Like a Labrador?
Mm-hmm.
It really puts it into perspective.
Actually, no, I think a Labrador is a bit more expensive. Oh. See. Let's see. Animals that weigh about 12 kilos can't. I'm not going to click on that. Let's see. Well, about a goat weighs about 30 kilo.
You lost a goat.
No, that's 30 kilo. I lost half a goat.
French bulldog.
Yeah, something like that.
You lost the weight of a male French bulldog.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. In a very
So
short
naturally,
time.
when you do that again, to celebrate, you're going to buy a French bulldog because they're really cute.
No, I'm saving up for the tattoo. That's going to cost me 45,000 kroner, which is about 4,500 US dollars or euro, depending on which way, because they're about the same. So.
Okay, as a channel, when Cracks hits her goal, we're all going to save up and then we'll put it in a pot and we'll get her a French bulldog.
No. I have cats. I
What
have
they send
cats,
it to
remember. I
me
have
again.
cats. Kitties. I have kitties. I have 3 little fuzzballs that love me to death, and I love them to death. Except for when I come out of my room, grabbing a drink, and they all look at me like, what? They're ready to throw me back in.
Your cats do the
They
strangest things. I love your little updates. They're even
like,
more entertaining than Ellie's. They just get less screen time.
it's because, do you realize? Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start gearing Wednesdays towards in pets in general, because I want people to understand that owning a pet is a great responsibility, even so much as a cat or a dog. Dogs more so because of the exercise requirements. But cats also have exercise requirements. Most people don't realize that. Oh, Bailey. Oh, sorry. I sidetracked thought. See, this is a problem with me, especially when I'm hyper. I get onto a subject and I look over at the chat and then I'm like instantly into the chat. So, anyways, Bailey Bugbug says, trying this body weight only for a while. Are you trying to do the weightlifting diet, Bailey? Also, Happy Ant says, anyone watch football, England versus Poland? Hey, how did that go? Has it gone yet? I've been curious because I my brother made a couple bets and then he asked me a couple teams and that was one of the matches and I voted for England to win. So does anybody know about that?
Was the World Cup going on or something?
Well, I think so. And the England versus
Mhm.
Poland was a game coming up because I remember was it Luxembourg? No, it wasn't Luxembourg. It was a really weird match, and I picked the odd team that actually won. It was like a 1-0, I think. Happy Ant says it's 1-1 at the moment, still going. Yay! Go England! I'm all for England. Yeah, World
For
Cup.
anyone that doesn't know, Beth Randall in the chat is a dog groomer based in Birmingham, England. So anyone that wants to see some absolutely adorable hounds that have been turned from scruffy little scallions to awesome little princes and lovely little princesses and that, just go and have a look at Hope's Hounds because she does some amazing work and I love seeing all the little transformations that she puts up.
Beth, if you'd like, you could more than welcome to come on the show and share your thoughts and your experiences as a pet groomer. I have so many questions.
That'd be really
Like,
good.
do you treat cats? Is my next question. If you do, I want some tips. I'm not even joking. I have 3 cats that are they're a real handful. Just saying.
Straight jacket.
Beth, no, my cats actually all but one like the water, and it's real pain in the. See, I've showed Christine. I showed Spider Bomb this. Where my cats will come and invade the shower. I have to lock them out every time I take a shower because they will come and
Yeah, you
invade.
said to me about that. You said
Yes.
just stop there.
Yes, cats, but it takes 2 of us. Not mine. Mine will actually lick at you as long as the water's warm, not too hard. They hate the hard spray. But if it's nice and warm for them, they don't care. They'll come and they'll come in. I am constant. One of the reasons why I don't like them taking a shower with me. I may complain about the hair, the wet hair sticking to my legs, but what the main issue is, I'm so worried about the water getting in the ears. Now I know they'll turn their ears and kind of shake their head a little bit. It just takes that one instant, and I don't want to do that. So I kind of have to shove them out. Now I have one cat that will open the door, so now I have to start locking the bathroom door because he will open the door to come in to take a shower with me. I'm like, really? While he's
It's like
dragging
a
his
scene from
toys.
Psycho. There's just this retracted claw just coming down the curtain there.
No, I don't have a curtain. I have a stone wall. They just come around the corner and start drinking up the water that's running down the path because the drain is behind me. And then as they realize that the water splashes, they now realize it's go time, it's play time. This is something I taught them when they were kittens. I would bring toys with me into the shower and play with them because it was a fun experience for them. There was nothing scary about this, and I would use my body to mostly block out the water, so they would just get a little bit of a gentle spray. Now this has backfired, and I'll tell you why. I can no longer use the water bottle to discipline them. I cannot use any type of water to sprinkle them. Like you want to flick water on them to get off the counter or whatever. Can't do that because then they think it's water. It's just water. Let me lick myself. Or they think it's time to play, and then once they get off the counter, then they start dragging their toys to wherever room I'm in. Can you stick a cotton pad in their ears? No, these are Balinese. Their ears are too big. And so yeah, that's the issue. Because we have
Get them little shower cap.
tried that actually. They actually do make those here in Sweden.
They do. Oh my god.
There's for small dogs. They're actually for small dogs, or dogs with the big floppy ears that you don't want the moisture to get in. And they do have those here, and it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit them. They don't like it.
Could you ever try doing the watermelon trick, where you turn a watermelon into a helmet, and then you cut the bits out for the ears, and you put it on the cat's head, and the cat just sits there with a watermelon on its head, and it looks really cute.
Wouldn't that be too heavy for them?
Not from what I've seen. You need like a small one, not like a massive one, and it's mostly hollowed out.
I don't think I want to stick my cat's head in. And here's why. Because then they're going to start associating human food with whatever they want. And that idea does not sit well with me. Because you're thinking of Balinese cats. Happy has says, check a fake snake down and cats tend to run or something, attack it. My cats will think it's a toy because you have to remember I use dog toys to play with them with because it's really fun to watch them chase the toy, then drag it back, then chase the toy and drag it back. And the squeaky inside the toy is a huge sign for them. It's like, oh, it's go time. Let's go. Let's play. That's generally how I know how one of them's not feeling well and I have to go to the vet. So when I hit the squeaky, and two come running and one isn't. I'm almost spot on each and every time. I'm like, oh, it's vet time. I need to see your cats now, especially with the shower cap on. I'll see if I can find it, but it doesn't really fit, so. Dropped a cucumber behind them. I've tried that. They just turn around and sniff it and bat it around.
Your cats are hardcore.
They really are.
They're like the Rambo of cats. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, I showed you the video, didn't I? Where they
AK-47. What do you want me to do, human? Should I run?
Did I show you the video where the one is jealous of the vacuum cleaner while the vacuum cleaner is on?
No, you didn't. I need to see this. They just sound fearless. Like, I'm sorry, you don't own cats. Cats own you.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Sleep, what's that? I have no sleep. I'm starting to think these cats are not cats. Yeah, no, they are cats. They're 100% cats. They're a Balinese. This is actually this is very typical of a Balinese. They are just genuinely strange and weird. But I think it's because I prepare them when they're little kittens. All the scary stuff isn't so scary. Mainly because I don't want them to actually get hurt or freak out. And I try to keep them as socialized as possible by, here's the thing. I live in an apartment complex. And when the one started to learn how to open doors, I didn't realize the one time he had opened the front door. And he went to say hi to the neighbor. Now, he opened her door and decided to come in. She lives right across the way from me. She knew which cat this was. It wasn't like a surprise. Where did you come from? No, she was surprised she didn't lock her door for one, and then she was surprised that I was nowhere near, and the other two were staring at her from across the way out of the door. It was like they sent out the scout to go do whatever, to go figure out what that was, to go as far as they could, and they just watched it happen. She said it was the freakiest thing she's ever experienced. But yeah, that's that. Now that's why I have to constantly lock my door. If I take out the trash, I have to lock my door. If I go to change out and do laundry, I have to lock my door. If I go to visit a friend somewhere in the building, I have to lock the door.
It's when they start learning to lockpick.
He's trying. He reaches for the key. No lie. Christine thought it was so funny because Spider Mom thought it was so funny because the one I was like, "Hey, let mommy out." Yes, 2-1 to England. Yay! I'm so happy. Mark the Spider Guy says, I don't have a cat, but we do feed one that's not ours. Even got it a kennel and put a quilt in it. Yeah, see? Cats are great. Cats that can open doors. Impressive. No, it's a pain in the butt. But let me explain the truth behind this. You can't sleep, okay? Cats get... If they don't get their exercises, they will wake you up in the middle of the night. Most people don't understand that it's because the cat is wound up. They need exercise. They need to be ran down, tired, just like you would a dog. And you have to be careful not to overdo it because then they start building up stamina and then they don't wear out so easily. My cats get an hour in the morning, an hour for lunch, and an hour in the evening. That's how much they have to be ran. Here's why. My furniture doesn't get torn up if they're that tired. And they don't really paw at the door and open the door when I want to go to sleep. Problem is, if I don't give them that extra hour, they're coming through that door. Now I have to physically lock it with a key on the inside of the door to keep them out.
So weird.
Because
you have to
for
lock yourself in your room at night because of your cats.
Oh, Happy Aunt says, take that note. I'm going to head off. Hope you all have a great time. Thank you, Happy Aunt, for being on the show, coming around. Appreciate it. Take care, and thank you for the updates about the game. I'm gonna go take a look at it after we are done with our program. But yeah, no, my cats are 100% strange and odd. I did a full comic back in the day. I did here's something different for you. Back in the day when I started doing art, I did Meat Doodle, which was a cat, a comic cat, and I did all these comics. You belong to that Instagram.
Yes.
Flo, a friend of mine, suggested I do it. She goes, you have so many you've done so many comics, you might as well just put it on Instagram, make a separate Instagram account, and see where it goes. You can't, there's nothing to lose. People fell in love with it. When I first did it, though, I had a publisher, and they dropped the publish because they thought it was boring. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't outgoing. It wasn't like extreme funny or anything like that. But now people tend to like it. That comic is based off of my cats.
Mm. Your cats sound like real life Garfields.
No, because Garfield was fat, round, and loved lasagna. My cats are not allowed to have lasagna. I do have a fat, round cat, but
like,
he's...
the subtle ownership over you. Like, I
Yeah,
want to come in your room, so I'm just going to
like they
open your
have
door and walk in.
Yeah, and they have like an inner voice going on. Yeah, no, that's generally what it is. What it is, my handles are the latch handles. So what the one will do is he'll reach up and grab it with his finger toes, his little beanies, and then pull down, and then the door opens. These cats are the reason why I have on the upper cupboards, I have childproofing on the upper cupboards because the one had broken several glasses. He jumps up on the counter and paws at the door until it slightly opens, sticks his head on, and then pushes. And then it opens up the rest of the way, and then he just jumps up. Yeah.
What can you do?
You need more dedication to your cat's needs than most of the dog customers. Well, here's the thing about Balinese. If you ever decide to get a Balinese cat, and why would you get a Balinese cat? Well, they're hypoallergenic. They really are. They're a single coat cat that doesn't produce a type of protein that sets off normal allergies. So
They are
they are
so stunning as well.
So believe it or not, they're categorized as a hypoallergenic. There's no real hypoallergenic animal out there. Let's just be straight. But do they get for most people? Can most people live around them? Yes. So they can. So these animals you can live around them if you have cat allergies, mild to extreme. These animals tend to not set off the allergies. So that's one of the biggest appeals of owning a Balinese. Second of all, they have blue eyes because they are an Oriental type of breed. They're called long-haired Orientals or Balinese cat. They also had a Javanese. The Javanese was the color-coded cats, but that name got removed, and now it's just long-haired Oriental. They are so think of a very large Siamese cat because they are almost twice as large as a Siamese, and they're almost twice as long. Uh, Case in point, my one cat named Sean, or we call him Sean. His real name is Shawnee, but he's Sean Sean. And if I pick him up and I let his legs fall, from about my breastbone to my knees is about how long he is, and I'm 175 centimeters. That's just
That's
for
a
the head. That's
long
not the
time.
legs stretched out. That's just the head to the back legs. If he's fully stretched out, if he really wants my attention fully stretched out, he's reaching up from the floor to my boobs, pretty much. He is an extremely long cat. They call them the slinkies of the world because they look like this medium-sized cat, and they generally are, unless they're stretched out, and then they become this very elongated thing. My counters, I have to be careful about my counters. Shawnee can reach. Goliath can't really reach yet. And Vorok is actually growing still, so maybe he will eventually reach past the counter edge. That means he can reach up and start grabbing food and plates from the counter. If it's close enough, of course. If it's pushed back a bit, he can't reach, but if it's a little bit forward, he can actually grab with his toes and start pulling.
That's always fun.
It's not so fun when you're cooking, no.
He's just trying to help.
Yeah, he is, but it's still a pain in the butt. How am I
Just
spelling the
like
breed of your cats? Balinese. Okay. I want to Google them.
Balinese, I believe.
Balinese. And of course, they come in blue or green eyed, mostly blue eyed. And they're what you call something point cat. I'm glad you
Finish
corrected.
my comment.
Not that, no. But yes, these animals are quite interesting and they're quite expensive. But if you are thinking about getting one, you have to understand you have to exercise them. They're an athletic breed. Constant attention is what they want, so you have to wear them out, or you're not going to be able to live in your house. They are
They're almost
also,
as stunning as Bengals.
huh?
I think Bengals are still my favourite. I think it's the
Bengals are
Bengals.
are you talking about No, there's two different, and they most people mix them up.
The
Is it the
ones that are like
Bengal or is
wildcat.
it Savannah?
Um, the ones that are
Some
absolutely huge, and they're
That's a Savannah.
yeah, yeah, that's what
They're
I meant.
also one of the most expensive house cats in the world. Beth says, "Oh my God, they're so cute, so big and fluffy, though." That is, they're now you can get a short-haired Balinese. Beth. Because
You're
you're looking for the plume on the tail. Um, they're beautiful though. They are an absolutely gorgeous cat, but they take a lot of time. But some photos
so
on
much.
YouTube Put some photos on YouTube slash Instagram cracks. I actually am thinking about doing a small video and uploading it to YouTube with the cats in mind. Kind of let everybody get a little bit familiar. Now, I also want to add, for those that are new to the show, please like the show, hit that subscribe button, join the community, say hello to everybody, because I noticed we've got 6 people in chat and only 2 people are talking, 3 people talking. I want to know who all's here. I can't see. Now, again, I can't stress this enough. The Balinese are very inquisitive in nature. They're very athletic. They also are known to talk. There won't be a moment of peace. They will tell everybody that comes through the door your most intimate secrets. The person coming in won't be able to speak cat, so they're not going to be able to understand what's being said. But trust me, these cats go out of their way to actually... Bailey Bugbog says, "What's up?" Stefan Horup says, "I'm still here." So I just wanted to give you guys some shout outs, some love. And also, again, I want to ask you guys about your animals, your experiences, other than just the inverts part and the exotics part. Because, like I said, I want to start slowly gearing Wednesdays to pets in general. Mainly because, as my sister was saying, she feels kind of left out because she, the Exotics Radio podcast is really nice, but she goes, she can only come for the music and can't really understand the subjects. And she's extremely scared of spiders, so that's out the door. So we're trying to kind of gear it towards where people who just love pets in general can come in and feel comfortable talking about their animals on Wednesdays, and then still keep our Exotics Radio on Friday as well. Because that's exactly what we are, is what we do. So, and have various people come in and talk about their exotics animals on Friday. So what do you think, Scott? Should we do that, or should we just keep it exotics only?
I think it's a good idea. I think we should definitely still keep some exotics on the Wednesdays, not just have like fluffy furry things, because I know for a fact I prefer my snakes to fluffy furry things. I prefer feeding fluffy furry things to my snakes. But
what I'm talking about is because we always have the inverts. I'm talking about
variety, because it keeps people engaged, and it gives everyone the chance to find something to latch onto and enjoy. So I think it's a really good idea.
But I also want to do is I also want to bring in, like Bailey's Bug was talking about, used to keep tropical fish and enjoy them. I want people more
tropical fish
to come here. Nice. Well, the thing is, most people don't understand that keeping fish, even a goldfish, is an exotic pet. Most people don't understand some of the fuzzies out there are exotic pets.
Goldfish come from Japan.
China. Wasn't it China? I thought it was China.
Sorry.
Because they didn't get goldfish until I forgot what the freaking immigration... It was like a trade. I can't remember what it was. It was actually famous. Oh gosh, if you don't use it, you lose it, especially when it comes to history. But anyways, yeah, I believe they came from China.
Are you talking about the Silk Road sort of era?
No. Before then, because Japan and them were doing... Japan was never part of the Silk Road. That was completely different.
Oh no, I meant for China.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I fully understand what you're talking about.
Dwarf banyo catfish hatchets. Oh. Bailey, you do realize you can come back on the show. You can talk about some of these things. Stefan Harp says he has 2 tanks. I love the nano tank now. Yeah, no kidding.
Stefan was saying if we wanted to, towards the end of the show, if we link back to the fear being taught and not um, like natural, he actually has a personal story.
Oh yeah,
So as long as
absolutely.
Stefan's still free, I think that would be quite cool to see if we can get him involved, because he was quite keen on the idea.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a really good idea, to be honest. And then maybe talk about how people have gotten over their fears and maybe start owning some of the things that they feared. Me, on the other hand, will never own a cockroach. I'm sorry, I have such an apprehension against them and such a fear. It's unhealthy, I know it is. I cannot explain to you how bad it is until you actually will hear it when I go to an expo. I have such a hard
Mm.
time with expos because I know the feeders are there. I know I get it. I 100% get it that they're not going to come and get me. They're not going to get out. They're not going to be like swarming me. They're not going to be crawling under my skin or anything like that. I 100% get it. But for some strange reason, I still have to be on the opposite side of the building.
Is that even for the fancy species like the emeralds and the question marks,
I
domino
can't.
roses?
I can't even. The funny part is, if there's a beetle that looks like a cockroach, I can't do it unless it's explained to me that it is not a cockroach. It is an actual beetle, and this is their habitat, and I get to know a little bit more about it. Then I can handle it.
Well, my question would be, if you were led astray by a friend, and you had this incredible looking beetle collection, and they were doing really well, and then say a year later, the person goes, "So you had that fear of cockroaches? Surprise!
Oh,
It
okay.
turns
No,
out
hold
you've
on.
been keeping cockroaches for like a year."
Bailey Bug says that I'll just chat in general, not on voice now as reading up on camera stuff here. And then Bailey goes, "Did I mention Exotics Radio? My adult Philax escaped Sunday." Oh,
Oh, that's fun.
oh, oh! That would be horrible. The thing is, here's what I mean by I understand my fear is completely ill placed and unjust. Is because I know a Philax can have a pretty painful bite. I get it. But I'm not worried about them. I would be worried about hurting them by accident. Maybe I flop down in my chair and they're in the chair. Maybe I want to move and I roll over them or something like that. That would be my biggest fear. So I
That
would
really
hunt them
won't
down
happen to you.
till the end of the world to get them, into back into their enclosure. But cockroaches, on the other hand, I would just leave. I literally would not be able to enter back the room even after all of the roaches were accounted for because the thing in the back of my head is who had babies? And some people go, was this part of trauma or something? Partially. It was partially due to trauma. And it made me, I was sick for about a week after an incident. But I had an apprehension, a strong fear of them beforehand. It was only after the trauma that it was a no-go. Right after that, I cannot do it. And I just cannot do it. And now most people go, what happened? Well, I was visiting a country, and I won't say the country's name because I don't want people to get the wrong idea because it's a beautiful country and I would go back there. But I visited a country, and some places can't really offer a good place to go and relieve yourself. Well, there was one place that had an outhouse, and I decided to try and use the outhouse. I could only get through the front door, and things happened, and I was very ill and sick after that issue. It was just crawling, and I mean in swarms of them. And of course, I happened to basically step into a nest.
Oh,
And yeah, see, there you go. Now you know what my trauma and why I was so sick, because there was a reason why there was a nest there. They were just relieving themselves there. They were also throwing food and shit in there. So,
literally.
yeah, yeah, quite literally, it was bad. And and of course, cockroaches carry bacterias. And I actually physically I literally became ill because of the bacteria, some of the bacteria that they carried. And it ended up ending my vacation a week short. So after that,
Damn.
I just cannot, I cannot do it. I can't do it. Oh,
You'd have
Stefan's on.
thought a country like Spain would be a lot better than that.
I heard, Stefan, I heard you have
Hey,
a story to tell.
yeah. Can we hear me all right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. My daughter, she used to get drilled in her head all the time that, oh, spiders are bad and they're creepy and they're just gonna do bad, basically, by my wife's brother. And she was all like, oh no, they're all nice, and she let her do her own thing. And this went on for a while, and like sometimes she'd be in the garden, she'd be picking at things like, oh, daddy, come look at this. Oh, daddy, there's a spider on the fence. And as soon as she'd see my brother in law, she'd change. She'd go like, she'd be killing them basically. And it's just a shame that it happened. But now, like, we've moved house. She's loving them. She's always asking, oh, daddy, can we see the spiders? Or daddy, can I hold this? Can we go and feed the isopods? So it just proves that it's taught and it's not learned. And now that she's learned, like, yeah,
And she is absolutely adorable with
she
the
is.
advice. Even the way she says it is great.
Now
Even
I
if
have
she is a
a,
bit shy when she comes to see him.
I have a question for you, Stefan.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to join the weight loss, are you?
No, I'm weight
What?
gaining.
He's
You're trying
about
to
10
weight gain.
kilos.
If
Not
I
even
lost
that.
any more, bloody hell.
All right. So how much weight are you looking to gain? How much are you looking to weigh?
I'll give you some on Wednesday.
Yeah, you can do. I don't actually know how much I weigh. Currently, we haven't got scales anymore. Battery's kind of gone, but just a decent weight. So,
Oh, okay. So what was when the last time you weighed yourself? What was it?
oh, I'll have to go and ask the missus. Hold on. She knows it better than I do.
Say hi from me.
Yeah, I think there was a BBC Two show that was good for kids and animals. Uh, Something about Dangerous 100 or something. Yeah, no, I remember that. There is.
I'm back.
All right, you're back. All right, how much did you weigh?
It's, about 8.5 stone.
I don't know what that is.
Yes,
Use
neither would I.
kilo. Use kilo.
I don't know what that'd be in kilos. Scott, can you look it up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, basically, Stefan could always dangle off my arm without me even really struggling.
It's
I mean, I'm
53.
quite strong,
It's
but still.
53, 54 kilo.
Hmm.
Um,
All right.
And how much
Yeah,
do you?
that's like a
How
warm
much
set
is
for
your
me.
dream weight? Do you want to gain like
Somewhere
another 20?
between.
He wants to be 312 kilos. Which the man knows me.
That's a little
About
impossible.
10 stone, which, what would that be?
10 stone would be
9.5,
about
10 stone.
80 kilos, I believe.
You say you want to 60,
160.
basically 64, 65 kilos. So you want to weigh as much as I do. How tall are you?
I'm talking.
5'11".
So you're
But they'd
just
like
a
to
hair
say
taller than 178, something like that. So that's not bad weight. So why don't you hurry up and gain the weight while we try to lose the weight, and we'll see who wins. If you get to
if
you get to
you
10
knew how much this boy
kilos.
could eat and not gain weight, you wouldn't be saying that right now, Cracks. Honestly.
No,
I don't know where
no,
he
no.
puts it.
Well, the thing is, what I'm
Look at
thinking
what
is
he's doing.
he can go on a weight gain on the 10 kilo gain, and if he does, by the time we lose our weight by the end, and do the end of the contest, he can get some stickers.
Yay.
What
How
do you
long are
think?
we
Is
talking?
that fair?
Like
1 month. 1 month.
a month? God, that might be trouble.
Starting
Come on,
starting
sir.
Monday, which is Monday is the 5th. So starting the 5th of April.
I'll give it
I'll
a
just
go.
force feed you Subways.
Mm.
You can help me lose weight by dangling carrots in front of me and taking me on bike rides. And I'll make you gain weight by just shoveling food down your throat.
Why don't you
Yeah,
just buy
sounds
him the
good.
food that you want to eat that you can't while you're dieting?
Yeah,
See?
that'd be alright if it wasn't on Universal Credit.
No, okay.
I'll buy you
Let's
a
get back
salad
to.
and you can buy me a Subway or a McDonald's or something.
All right, so let's get back to what Bailey's bug blog was saying. They were talking about a show that the Dangerous 100 or the Top Dangerous 100.
Yeah, Deadly 60, I think is what
Uh,
he's talking about.
okay,
It's
because I
called
remember.
Black
I remember. Does anybody remember Bug Wars from I think
Yeah,
it was
that's
Animal
still on
Planet.
YouTube, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, no, they totally made fun of it. It was great. Because people were talking about how the sound effects were so
How
bad.
ethical is it?
Huh?
Isn't
Huh?
that the one where they basically just put two inverts in and watch them just go at it? Oh, that
Well, the
sounds
thing
really
is,
wrong. I'm sorry.
the thing is, some of it is done in the studio. Some of it isn't done in the studio. So that's the thing.
But I'm probably thinking of the wrong videos because I'm thinking of the ones where they put like a spider and a centipede in and see which one wins. Like
Oh God,
in
no.
real life.
No. This one is in actual the wild. What they're trying to do is they're mimicking natural predator versus predator in the natural wild. So some of it is to get some of the really good shots. Well, like I said, to get some of the good shots, they have to do it in a studio. But some of it's actually done in the real world. Like
David
the
Attenborough is famous for going to zoos to film certain behaviours and activities.
exactly.
Quite often he goes to like Australia Zoo and stuff and films an excerpt. I know that a local reptile shop actually filmed part of the owl planet or whatever it was called. I think they had some stuff to do with that.
No, there is
Which is
one
quite cool.
guy that I. Go ahead. Did I walk over you?
Sorry.
I was wondering if I walked over you.
No.
It's like, oops. There was. No, I hate to report YouTubers, but the guy you were talking about, there is a YouTuber that does that, and I had to actually report him. For one, it was a. No, let me see if I can find the video because I'm pretty sure it's still up. It's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
just for anyone in the chat, if you see something that's blatant animal abuse, please just report it. Because it's stuff like that that gets hobbies shut down. You know, if a government
Exactly.
official looks at YouTube and sees this guy getting a Galapagos centipede and chucking it in with a black widow and seeing what happens, they ain't gonna let you keep him. You know, it's like dogfighting. If dogfighting was popular on YouTube, people wouldn't be keeping dogs, would they? So think of it
Yeah.
like that. Don't support content just because it's different and it's not fluffy and cute and it doesn't have a name doesn't mean it's an ethical thing to do. You cannot put another animal through suffering and get views and likes and benefit from that. That is sick. You know, and it's the same for live feeding snakes. I know a lot of venomous snakes and supposedly ball pythons when they're young. I don't really agree with it. Need a live prey item to get them started. But the ethical thing to do is to get them onto fresh thawed as soon as possible. Do not think that just because it happens in the wild, you can recreate it. Because the whole point of you keeping the snake in a viv is to give it the best life it can have and to take away the risks and the dangers of the wild. And one of those risks is it's finding its prey.
Yeah. Well, this let me finish because this video I'm absolutely distraught over. Because they're using an endangered species to pin against a centipede. Can you guess what endangered species they're pinning against the centipede?
Not off the top of my head.
It is a Pokieutheria formosa.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know about my endangered and all of that with tarantulas.
Well, think of it this way: almost every pokey except for the regalis is endangered in in that species, and all of the brachypelmas are on the CITES list.
Oh, okay.
So
So does that mean when you buy a brachypelma, you should get your um, CITES 1 paperwork and
they
have
just changed the
documentation?
rules as of January 1st of this year. So yes,
Okay. Yeah, because with reptiles, especially with Dumerals boas and a few others, you need to have a birth certificate to state the lineage and the fact that it was bred in captivity. You need to have it tracked every single change of hands and all of that stuff, at least in the UK. But I'd imagine
but
that CITES is worldwide, isn't it?
the yeah, it CITES is worldwide. It's international trade. But the guy I was talking about is somebody I don't promote. I actually had to actually report him because I was like, dude, this is an endangered species. You're actually endangering an endangered species. Of course, YouTube did nothing about it, and this guy has way too many views and way too many followers. Because that's what they do. It's completely unethical of what this person does, but they get away with it, and I don't know how they're doing it. On with other things though. Mark the Spider Guy says, I like Bug Wars. Bug Wars was awesome. Now, Bug Wars did something that most people don't do. They made fun of themselves. Stefan, you know Bug Wars, right?
Yeah, I know Buckles.
Okay. You know about their weird and strange audio, right? Like making tarantulas sound like they're T-Rexes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what they did was on their YouTube channel, everybody was leaving all these comments on their YouTube channel about the sound guy. So I think it was like for 5 minutes or 6 minutes or something like that, they played all of the comments with all the different scenes and sound effects being played in the background.
Did you know that the sound effect for the original Velociraptors in Jurassic Park was actually tortoise intercourse?
Wait,
So just remember
what?
that next time you're watching Jurassic Park.
Did
You're
you
just
just say
listening to
that was
tortoises.
tortoise
Yeah,
intercourse? Are you
yeah.
kidding me?
So they recorded two tortoises going at it, and it became one of the scariest foes in Jurassic Park. So, Clever Girl is actually just a horny tortoise.
I don't think ever going to be able to watch Jurassic Park the same anymore.
Yeah, sorry about that,
Thank you
guys.
for that. I think Mark has done his job. He's just he's dropping the mic now. He's just gonna walk away. Mark the Spider Guy says, "Eat a lot of junk food, Stefan."
I already do, and it doesn't work.
Actually, don't eat junk food. You're not gonna gain the weight. I'm gonna tell you now. You have probably a high metabolism. You're gonna burn right through it. What it's going to make you do, though, it's going to give you high blood pressure because of the cholesterol in the food.
Yeah. My
So don't
dad
do it.
used to say I have, it's called Schumacher's syndrome. And
I have
that's all
no
he said
idea.
about it. Yeah, I have no idea. But it's something to do with your metabolism.
Yeah, you're just lucky.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's got what every model wishes they had.
Yes and no. Could do with some more muscles, but when the gym's open, I'll open with that.
Models? Are we talking about runway models? When does a runway model care about muscle?
I thought we was about male models.
Ah, okay. Why would I?
Definitely. Sorry.
No,
Just
that's
completely
alright.
killed the moment. I do apologise.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we could play another song. We could play another song before. Oh no, we can't. Our 2 hours is up. So I was just about to jump into another song, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm gonna play one last song, and as right after we say our goodbyes, gentlemen, say your goodbyes, and then I'm gonna give everybody that's still in this chat a shout out and share the love. So go for it.
Yeah, Stefan, you go first.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on. And
Anytime.
good night to everyone. I don't know what else to say for a goodbye.
Thank you all for joining. We do appreciate it. You're all a absolutely brilliant gang of people. Just one last time, please go and have a look at Beth's Hope Hounds if you want to see some really cute grooming. And yeah, take it easy, guys. We'll see you on Friday, or rather, Cracks will.
Yep. Now, Beth, do you have you have a show or you have a YouTube channel, correct? I'm waiting for Beth to actually say something. Bailey says, later chaps, off to watch Godzilla versus Kong. I hope the original was great. I know the effects were crappy, but the story premise was awesome. There's a reason why it's a cult classic. Beth says, no YouTube, but Facebook. Just Facebook. Okay. Yes, people, go check out Beth Randall's Facebook. Hope's Hounds. Okay, thank you, Scott, for putting that in there. Mark the Spider Guy says goodbye. Cold-Blooded Monsters was here the entire time. Cold-Blooded, you do realize I'm going to have to find you on Instagram. I'll have to poke you because I really would love you on the show because I want to talk about the more exotic pet keeping. And you definitely take the cake on that one, especially with the cute little one there. So I will definitely get a hold of you about that, and maybe we can get a time and get you on the show sometime. Bailey is Bug Block says, "Ha, no other one. See you later, chaps." Take care, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna actually play a song as we exit the building.